Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Very exciting. Sold-out show with Tame Impala at the United Center. And 6 minutes away, we'll give you the first pair of free tickets all day, every hour. Ticket Butts Thursday. So be here right at 8, and we'll do it again at 9. Then Lauren comes in at 10, and she'll have it. So all day long, sold out. Once again, taking you to an experience that no one else gives you. That's Brian and Kenzie here on Q101. But I hope I have more experiences like that to give you next week, because I'm doing something this weekend that I thought, in fact, not even a second thought about what I was going to do and it being not safe. But now I'm a little concerned and actually considering changing my plans, as I'm going to fly out of O'Hare this weekend to go visit my mom in Nashville. Now, you may have heard this stuff about, the government shutdown. It's been dragging on for 9 days now. And one of the things that's affecting is air traffic control staffing shortages. That sentence I don't like. Air traffic control staffing shortages. Mm-hmm. It's causing more flight delays, which every time I seem to get on a flight, it's delayed. It's an hour flight to Nashville. I was delayed one time 7 hours.
Yeah, can we briefly talk about your flight history or lack thereof? Because you rarely seem to get in the air.
Rarely. In fact, Kenzie was mad we went to London last year. She said because...
One year ago today, you guys were flying to London. I just saw the photo on our Facebook.
Oh, my God.
Oh, for the Bears game. That was awesome.
It was so fun.
But Kenzie
I heard it was fun.
That's right. Case didn't get to go along on that one. But
and for Case. Never got your wieners.
Hey, you know what? We owe you one on that one.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get you on the flip side.
I hear about the flip side a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, 1 year ago that was, and Kenzie thought we'd be delayed at going to London, which rarely those overseas flights are.
I requested a separate flight from Brian.
Yeah.
I don't want to fly at the same time as him because none of us are going to be able to go.
I'm not joking. Let's say the last 10 flights, nine have been delayed.
You were really delayed in May this year because I remember texting you at the airport as you were freaking out about not being able to go to Philly to see some family. And I remember I wasn't being helpful in our text thread. And I started feeling bad about it because Kenzie was being sincere. It's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. Take a breath. Don't hit anybody. And I was like, so what's Harper watching on the iPad? And then you wouldn't respond. I go, she should watch Heat or something. And I just wasn't being helpful, and I could tell you didn't like it.
You know, I'm going to dig back in that text thread and go back a year on that and see what we were talking about at that point. But I always get delayed, and even some of them I've been just canceled. I'd turn back after Ubering to O'Hare and then turning back and going home. And I'm fearing that could happen today now or tomorrow when I go the weekend because this air traffic control staffing shortage allegedly is affecting Chicago and Nashville.
And to be clear, you're going where from where?
O'Hare to Nashville.
God, what are the odds of all the airports? It's so crazy.
You know, can anything just be easy? Can anything? Just once in my freaking life just be easy?
In
Something?
your whole freaking life, nothing's been easy?
No, everything's hard work, man. Damn.
Maybe, do you want to just get ahead of it now and drive?
It is about, if you make it in clean time, it's about 7 hours. I've been delayed 7 hours at O'Hare going to Nashville. It's about 7
That's
hours.
what I mean. Do you want to just get up on it and just drive?
And then you know what's going to happen? I'll read that everything out of O'Hare was on time. In fact, early.
And
flights
honestly,
were early.
all of them will thank you because it wouldn't have happened if you were there.
Yeah. So I got a little bit in the wormhole on this because the damn government shutdown is causing staffing shortages of all things air traffic controllers. And so I said, my curious brain went, what's it take to become an air traffic controller? Because they'll probably have some replacement people in there. Not necessarily, would they be called scabs if it's a government shutdown? Because that's usually a union picket line crossing.
I would think they'd be called scabs. Now, if they're not...
Well, I don't understand why the government's shutting down. Is it protests?
Well, that's a whole other thing. We don't have enough money.
Or, well, is it protests or is it like an issue with staffing? Like, we're going to shut this sector down. We don't have people. Like, I didn't know, because scabs is like when you're going against like a union or a protest. So I don't know why they're shut down.
I don't know if we have enough time for the government shutdown, but every year it almost shuts down because they don't have enough money.
But, well, we're the richest country on earth, but we decide we don't have enough money.
And you know what? If we don't have enough money to pay our bills, we get screwed. We get debt collectors coming after us. The government, those fat cats in Congress just keep going like, hey, let's just, raise property taxes in Illinois again. Let's just do that, and that'll cover everything. Those a-holes who do that. Anyway, government's almost shut down. At least 9 days, nothing's been working. And so they're worried about, obviously, healthcare situations, trying to bargain these deals to keep the government open, and one of them is air traffic controllers. And if there's an air traffic controller out there, I'd love to hear from you, because I don't know if any of this information shouldn't concern me. But to become an air traffic controller, here's what you do. Here's the first requirement, Kenzie.
Okay.
You must be a U.S. citizen under 31 years old.
Under 31.
Yeah. You're in your early 20s. You could do it.
Yeah, there's still time.
So you can't be an air traffic controller the second you're over 31 years old?
I guess not. Oh, it says, yeah, that's what it says. That's interesting.
But I think you can get grandfathered in if you start before 31. I've seen some old-ass air traffic controllers, and I don't feel like I've been on that many airplanes.
Well, I'm like, well, no wonder they're having staffing issues. They're firing everybody who's 32. And up. That's a tight window.
That's very interesting. I just thought that shouldn't be the first requirement. Any jamoke out there that's under 31 can become an air traffic controller.
A 12-year-old?
Yeah, I didn't get that. The next one is having 1 year of work experience or a bachelor's degree. That's the second requirement. So you got through college, 4 years of college, and work experience. But it doesn't say what the work experience has to be. It could be at Culver's, which I love, by the way.
Well, I feel like air traffic control is something that's hard to practice. Like, you can't be like, you can't work in like a minor league air control. Like, you just got to kind of start.
Right. I know what kind of experience could help you with air traffic controlling? I don't know. I don't think any.
I honestly almost think video games, like just handling a bunch of stuff at once.
Yeah. The third one is pass a pre-employment test, a medical exam, and a security investigation. So far,
That's good.
It is good, but so far nothing has to do with aviation. Nothing has to do with
Well, they're
looking.
not flying the plane.
But they're looking at planes, all of them in the sky.
So they don't fly them.
Yeah, but they got to know where they're going. They got to say, hey, you move. This one's coming through.
But I could do that. I don't need training to do that. I can do that right now.
I don't think you have to have something in aviation. You're not going to fly at all.
Are you telling me you could walk right into an air traffic control tower at O'Hare and everybody be fine in the
100%.
sky? Kenzie, you believe the same thing on yourself?
Well, I'm not good with directions. So that's
Go left. No, right. Up.
my
No,
left.
down.
My left.
Down.
I'm like, so if you're looking at it from like me looking at you.
Hold on. Let me face the direction of the plane. Okay, now
Do
we're
you
matched
see?
up.
Do you see the cloud that kind of looks like a bear? That way. That way.
You know what always gets me is when we do like Riot Fest and Lollapalooza, we go to a stage announcement and they go, meet me at stage right.
Oh, God.
And I go, wait, if I'm looking at the stage or if I'm on the stage? Like, wait a minute. So
right?
I'm Green Day, I'm Billy Joe. Wait, which one's right? So far, I'm not at all impressed with the pre-list to be an air traffic controller.
But, and I say this with all due respect to any air traffic controllers listening, it's not the Navy SEALs. I thought this was like an entry-level job where I could walk into O'Hare, say, I'd like to be an air traffic controller, and they hire me on the spot.
So you
Well,
think
they would right now.
you think millions of lives at stake is an entry-level job with no experience necessary?
Have you seen this country? They're desperate for anybody to get a job.
But this job should be the one where, okay, now
this is the one?
This is the one we're going to be serious about.
No, you
There's
guys...
a lot of them that are really serious. That's the problem. We don't have enough serious people to cover all the serious jobs. You have like doctors, nurses,
Teachers.
police, firefighters, air traffic control. I would prefer the guy flying the plane, like pilots.
I'm more worried about the pilot than the air traffic controller.
Right.
But if the
There's
pilot-
too many serious jobs, not enough serious people.
But if Kenzie goes right, no left, it doesn't matter how good the pilot is.
But
He
no,
went the wrong
no,
way.
that's
That's
You're
true.
wrong.
He can see.
You're
No, he
wrong.
can't see.
The pilot is the quarterback. The air traffic controller is the offensive coordinator. A good quarterback can throw the ball to an open guy no matter what the play is.
Exactly. You got to pivot. He's going to pivot.
Pivot!
How did it work out for Justin Fields when he just ran with the ball, had no play in
That's a
his mind?
skill issue. He's a bad pilot.
Yeah, he's a bad pilot.
Well,
Some pilots suck.
I want somebody in the ground guiding the pilot in. Now, listen, I want someone to actually know. We have a text in here, a new first-time texter, a 224, said, I took the air traffic controller test. It was wild. It had a section where there's different objects flying across the screen, and you had to direct them and do complex math problems simultaneously.
See, this is when you were like, can you do it? I'm like, no, but.
Wait a minute. So he's trying to land a plane, but they said, quick, what's 72 times 84?
But also, different object. What is there, a witch flying across the screen?
Wait, why would you have to do a math problem?
I think they're trying to test his brain because it's a hard job. You may have to do a couple things at the same time. Also,
They're
he
like,
said,
where's why? I'm like, where's the plane? Hold on, one thing at a time.
Also, he said he passed the test but turned 32.
Oh, God!
The 31's the requirement to start. We read that earlier if you just joined
That's
us.
another problem is that people don't get serious till their 30s. You can't. That's why they're having a hard time.
So 206 checked in, area code 206 from Washington listening, said, my father was an air traffic controller here for 27 years.
How's that possible? He started at like 3?
No, it says he mandated retirement at the age of 55 because they can't risk you, quote, getting slow. It's basically sky chess, he called it. His dad used to call it. Sky chess. See, this is concerning me. I shouldn't get on a plane if I got a scav on there directing me out of O'Hare today. Also,
play a little sky chess. It'll be fun if you think of it that way.
But I can't move the night. I got to rely on the guy on the ground, the air traffic controller, to do this.
Yeah, protect your queen.
708 checked in. They said it's a very difficult job to get. You do a few months of online training, then you have to go to Oklahoma for 3 months.
Online, I can cheat.
Yeah, that's the online
No.
schooling. No.
Okay, this is the one thing. Well, there's a few things, but this is definitely like one of the things. We're online training because your whole thing's going to be you staring at a screen. I think that's fine.
For online training?
Yeah, online training, if you're going to be like a doctor doing surgeries, is like, I don't know if that's good. But like online training, because they're on their screen the whole time.
But they're cheating. What if they're cheating?
You can't cheat.
How not? How can you cannot cheat with a
You're
screen?
directing a flight. What do you be like, ChatGPT, will you direct my flight? Like, I don't know. What are you going to do?
That's exactly what I would do on my phone while I was doing the other
They can
one.
pull that up at work, too. So what's the difference?
You think they're pulling up ChatGPT to land planes at O'Hare?
Probably.
Maybe.
God.
No. Okay, so Kenzie brings up an interesting point. If they're looking at screens all the time, are air traffic control in the tower, or are they the guys with the orange sticks on the runway? I thought they were the orange sticks guys.
I thought they were tower.
Oh, my God.
They're in the tower.
How are we alive ever?
No,
This is incredible.
The guys with the orange sticks, they're the grunts. They're like,
That's different. I don't think you need a bunch of training for that one.
That's what I thought. Wait,
I see them
No, I
hit
think-
each other with those things.
but they're still directing the plane on the ground.
Kind of. I mean, they're like, let's walk forward. Air traffic controls, like, it's air. It's in the air.
God,
Air traffic.
we're so freaking doomed.
Oh, no.
I'm not. I almost swore right now. Jesus.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie, Lincoln Park, checking in. Mundelein. A lot of people checking in from Mundelein this morning. We appreciate you. Love Lincoln Park out there. Big Mundelein. Big Lincoln Park town Mundelein is. Ticket Butts Thursday. The keyword is BEAT. 312-591-8300. Text that, BEAT, for a chance at Tame Impala sold out tickets. We were just talking about the government shutdown causing air traffic control staffing issues. Shortages is the word that's used. And I'm flying this weekend going from O'Hare to Nashville. Those are the two spots where they said they need more. O'Hare to Nashville. That's freaking great. That's awesome. Then we looked into the qualifications for an air traffic controller, which were disturbingly low, it seemed like, when I went to the text line. Case, what do you got on the text line?
Well, Maddie checked in and said that she's dating an air traffic controller, which felt just like a flex that she wanted to shout out. But she said that our Google search about what it takes to become one is grossly misleading and that it's far more work than we're saying, which now that I know that air traffic control is in the tower and not the guys with the orange sticks on the ground, I can buy that argument.
Huh. You really thought they were the guys on the ground?
Yeah, I don't know anything about
That's
airplanes.
ground control.
No, apparently they're called marshals.
Marshals.
But I thought the marshals were the guys with the guns on the plane.
Those are also marshals. I don't know if the guys on the ground have guns, can stop. Hey, man, I told you to go that way. Pull the gun out.
We also got a text in from someone saying that a lot of air control is actually members from the Air Force, and that's what they roll into afterwards. So that would make sense that they already have it. Maybe that's all they have to do because look at all the background training they have. Now they just have to meet these few qualifications.
Yeah, I would trust an Air Force guy going in there. Like,
That makes sense.
You know what a plane is, and you probably passed the health test. And
I think they did a lot more than that.
yeah, I would trust them.
No, that's the Air Force. They know what a plane is and they pass the health test. yeah, that's what they do.
Well, those are the first.
Brian.
That's the first two qualifications I saw. That's
you
it.
gotta know what a plane is. So many people don't get into the Air Force because they can't figure out what a plane is.
If I went in there and took a peek in the tower case and I saw you in there, I would
What?
go in and physically remove you.
To be clear, I don't want to be in the tower. I didn't say I'm cut out for the air traffic control life. Now I think I could do it, but I don't really want to.
You want to be the guy on the ground with the
I
flag.
wanna be the guy that's fun.
Yeah.
I disagree with you, Brian. I think Case has enough anxiety for this job.
Oh, my anxiousness is a.
Because I think you'd be so like hyper focused because you hate when anything gets messed up. That I mean, you'd want to vomit every day after your shift, but I feel like you'd be good at it.
I want to vomit every day during the show. Imagine me landing a plane.
I know, but you'd be like obsessed with it. Like that's how you are.
It'd be my thing.
Like Brian would roll away for a Coke Zero and be like, "Oh crap, when he got that." Like you wouldn't do that.
No, absolutely not.
Wait, where'd this plane come from? What the hell?
You guys are landing here? Oh my God.
You're not gonna believe it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Hi, everybody. This is Case from Brian and Kenzie. On the show today, we broke down the top 250 songs of the 21st century so far, according to Rolling Stone. We played so much music in that segment that I can't put it on the podcast or else I'll lose my job because we'll get sued by every record label ever. I do want to let you know that the number one song of the 21st century so far, according to Rolling Stone, was Get Your Freak On by Missy Elliott, which I objected to because I've never been able to get my freak on. And then we went around the room and shared ours. Kenzie's was Bring Me to Life by Evanescence. Mine was Someday by The Strokes. And Brian decided that the best song of the 21st century, in his mind, was I'm the Man by Aloe Black. Do with that what you will.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.